And welcome. Delighted to see everybody. And I want to do a quick shout out for Happy Philadelphia Adult Education Month. Can I hear a little cheer on that one? Yay. So on behalf of the Office of Adult Education, thank you for celebrating with us here today. You know, September 8th is International Literacy Day, and with the Mayor's proclamation today, we will recognize Philadelphia Adult Education Month, which highlights the efforts and progress made to support literacy and education for all men and women, their families, and their neighborhoods. September is an important month for another reason, specifically for our office. This month marks the 2-year anniversary of Mayor Kenney signing the executive order that expanded us from the former Mayor's Commission on Literacy and renamed us the Office of Adult Education for the City of Philadelphia. So we will host, support, and promote community adult education events citywide throughout the whole month of September. And I believe each of you have a copy of this calendar, which shows all the events that are happening this month from many of the providers that are in this room. If you have an event on this calendar, would you kind of raise your hand? Great. Thank you for being here. I want to thank all of you who are our partners, education providers, administrators, volunteers, and collaborators, who not only provide the service and classes for the adults in the city, but also helps to raise awareness of the adult education services available to all of our city residents. Most importantly, and why we are all here today, thank you to our city's adult learners for their positive choice of lifelong learning and hard work towards success in family, work, training programs, higher education, civic engagement, and English language learners. And I know we have two learners in the front row. So Wanda and Tia, would you kind of stand up and give a shout out to everybody? Wanda, hold up your book. Wanda last year published a book, and Tia was one of the graduates this year at our citywide graduation. I also want to take this opportunity to welcome a special colleague, Dawn Stitzel. Dawn is the National Program Director of the Literacy Awards with the Center for the Book at the Library of Congress. She is here now to share with us some exciting news and to learn about her work with the Literacy Awards. Dawn?
Thank you, Diane. Mayor Kenney. I'm delighted to be here. Teachers, graduates, learners, future graduates of the OAA programs, thank you for the invitation to participate in this celebration to honor the effort of the Office of Adult Education and to celebrate Adult Education Month here in Philadelphia. It's an honor to be here representing the Library of Congress Literacy Awards program. I'm basically going to give you just a brief sort of mission of our program and the process and why I'm actually here. So the Literacy Awards program was started in 2013. It was funded by philanthropist David M. Rubenstein, and for the last 6 years, he's been very interested in literacy and has put his personal money behind our program. And the purpose of our program is to recognize organizations that have made outstanding contributions to increasing literacy in the United States and abroad. They're meant to stimulate public awareness of the importance of literacy. And since 2013, we've given out $1.5 million in prizes to 91 institutions in 28 countries. The process of the award, and I'm sharing this with you so that some of you might be eligible to apply in the next cycle. We recognize 3 major awards. One is the David M. Rubenstein Award for $150,000. One is the American Award for $50,000, and one is an International Award for $50,000. And August 31st, we had a gala where we celebrated those award winners. In addition to those 3 award winners, we recognize up to 15 best practice honorees. We have a National Literacy Advisory Board of experts. They look through all of the applications and identify different organizations that might be recognized as a best practice, and then anyone that's selected as a best practice honoree is given $5,000. So why do we do this? Why do we highlight organizations that work in the fields of literacy? And speaking to this audience, I probably don't even need to talk about that, but I will. It enhances your life. It benefits the community. People who can read are healthier. They live longer, more likely to get preventative health care, less likely to go to an emergency room. All kinds of studies are out there with all sorts of examples of why literacy is important. Illiteracy is extremely costly, and if you look globally, because our program is global, national, and local, globally, illiteracy costs $1.19 trillion annually. Nationally, one study said $225 billion a year in lost workforce productivity, crime, and unemployment. So again, everyone benefits from literacy. Globally, 115 million youth are considered illiterate. 750 million adults are considered illiterate. Nationally, if we bring it closer, 38% of fourth graders have below basic literacy skills, and that's nationwide. 1 in 6 adults in the United States have low literacy skills. So it depends on what study you're looking at as to where you get those statistics. Locally, I noticed in the press release that in Philadelphia, 22% of adults lack basic prose literacy skills, which includes being able to understand basic information. So because of all of that, that's sort of the reason that David Rubenstein has put his money behind this effort. He just thinks literacy is so important. And so the reason we're here is because the City of Philadelphia's Office of Adult Education has been identified as a 2018 Best Practice honoree, which means that we will be giving them $5,000 for their collective achievements in the promotion of adult learning and preparation for job readiness and community partnerships. They'll receive their award at a Best Practices conference in January, but because of the celebration today, Diane asked me to come and let you know announce this award. So very pleased to announce that, and I wanted to read a quote from our Librarian of Congress, Dr. Carla Hayden, and as she speaks about literacy and what it means to her. Literacy empowers people around the world, giving them the chance for learning, fulfillment, and participation in civic life. Thanks to the generosity of David Rubenstein, the Library of Congress is proud to honor these innovative and exemplary organizations working to raise reading levels. We look forward to their ongoing progress in building a culture of reading. So again, congratulations to the Office of Adult Education. Okay. And Diane, if you and the mayor would care to come up, and then we'll hand you the letter. Okay.
Dawn, thank you for your important work and for recognizing the work here in Philadelphia and the OAE. Thank you again for the honor. Now, I want to thank Mayor Kenney for supporting adult education in Philadelphia and the creative and innovative approaches such as KeySpot and adult education classes in the community schools for our city's adult learners. So, Mayor Kenney.
Well, thank you very much, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here celebrating Philadelphia Adult Education Month. I'd like to thank the Office of Adult Education for the work they did putting this event together and for all that they do every day on behalf of the adult learners and their families here in Philadelphia. I'd also like to thank our adult education system providers who make all this possible. In the last couple of years, we have put several programs in place to make sure our children receive the best possible educational opportunities. While this is extremely important, we cannot forget about the parents and neighbors who are no longer of school age and are looking to continue their education and, for some, develop their English language skills. The Office of Adult Education makes it possible for all residents to overcome obstacles and access the resources they need to start in a career, support their family, or get involved in their community. OAE's creative and innovative approach has provided for countless adult learners, which is why they recently received the Best Practice Award, as you've heard from the Library of Congress. I want to thank Director Dawn Stitzel for being here with us today. I would also like to thank all our community-based providers who are essential to this program. They have been fantastic partners and provide an infrastructure that allows us to take a systemic approach that helps Philadelphia adult learners be successful. And to all our adult learners who take classes through My Place and at our community schools and key spots, and to our high school equivalency learners and graduates here today and throughout the city, congratulations. I applaud your decision to embark on this journey. While there will be challenges, it will ultimately be one of the most rewarding experiences of your lifetime. It's never too late to get an education and to continue learning throughout your career, actually throughout your life. And education is something that no one can take away from you. And I want to thank the Office of Adult Education for all their hard work and passion for doing the work that they do. It really does make a difference to the quality of life in our city and to the people's ability to meet their potential. So congratulations and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Okay, so we have this great proclamation, so we'll be able to look at this in a moment. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. I want to do a special shout out to the staff of the Office of Adult Education. Will you guys raise your hands? And for the wonderful work that they do, and also to our colleagues from the Office of Workforce Development. I think we have a few of them here, too. Thank you. Also, if you have an opportunity, take a special look at the Pico Crown Lights on the September 16th through 18th. There'll be a special message up there in reference to this month. So happy Philadelphia Adult Education Month, everyone. Thank you.